CNN releases a new poll. Trump leads Biden in Michigan and Georgia as broad majorities hold negative views of the current president. And one of the most fascinating things about this is they say that non-voters are the biggest factor in Trump's success right now in the polls. People who did not vote in 2020 favored Donald Trump by like 27 points. But my friends, I have a video. Wall Street Silver on Twitter, on X, posted this. And it explains exactly why Donald Trump is doing so well. And why, as of right now, if the election were held today, Donald Trump would win. And bigly. And I'm going to play this video for you because this video is revealing. It is of a young woman with a simple question of everyone's favorite, Chipotle. Do you like your burrito bowls? I certainly do. Extra cheese, sour cream, and guacamole, double chicken. No rice, no beans. That's how we do. We go keto, right? Take a look at this clip. It's only 14 seconds long.
My burrito bowl from Chipotle just cost me $19.82. Yes, I got guac, but that shouldn't make it $19.82. That is so much money for one bowl. What is happening?
Yo, I'm not mad at this lady, but it is frustrating, isn't it? What is happening? I bet you, how much you want to bet she voted for Biden? No, to be honest, like maybe she didn't even vote at all. But how many people voted for Joe Biden and are now like, oh, why is my burrito costing me $20? My burrito, it's too much. Oh, man. So Donald Trump is, like people are always saying like, oh, you do a good Trump, Tim. Well, it's like Trump doesn't always talk like that. It's just like the rally voice that he does. But look, man, if you're a young person right now and you're wondering why it is your burrito costs $20, well, don't vote for Joe Biden because I'm going to make it real simple for you. We can come out. We can say, Donald Trump was spending a lot of money and increase the debt. Sure, fine. We can come out. We can talk about Donald Trump's policies during COVID not being good. Yeah, all that. But you want to know what one of the biggest components of why everything costs so much money? It's because people like Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and the rest of the neocons and the neo-libs, they want war overseas. And how do they pay for that war? Printing money. They just print it, extracting the buying power from your savings and making everything cost more money. I know it's a bit complicated, but that's the simple version of it. To put it, let me do this. Let me read this down. I had someone get mad at me. They were like, Tim, you don't need to explain to us inflation. All right. Let's say there's 3 dudes and each of them has $1. Dude 1 says, I will buy product off you for $1. Gives dollar to guy 1, gives dollar to guy 2. Guy 2 now has $2. Guy 1 has no dollars. But guy 1 has product. Guy 3 says, I want product. And they all keep trading the $1 around each other. Well, as each of them only either has $1, $2, or $3 at any given moment, the value of certain objects can only be $1, $2, or $3. There's no more money. So guy 1 has no money and he's holding an object. And guy 3 says, I'll give you $1 for it. And guy 1 says, well, I don't have any dollars anymore. And I just bought it for $1. But, I'll do something. You give me $1. Basically, the cost of the goods can't exceed the money in supply. Someone could say, like, there could be debt, to be honest. Like, they could say, like, okay, well, you owe me $2. You're going to pay me back more later if I do more work for you. But simply put, oversimplified. Now, let's say a secret 4th guy just starts making a bunch of fake dollars. Now, guy 1 has $10 and guy 2 only has $1. And guy 2 is like, I only have $1. He's like, oh, I got 10. I don't need it. Basically, what happens is the U.S. creates money upon the issuance of debt, funds war overseas. That money that they get goes to big weapons defense contractors and special interests, private military contractors, et cetera, buys weapons. That money goes to those manufacturers, give it to their staff. Those people in the United States spend that money, and thus the money supply dramatically increases. It is not only because of war, but a large component of it is. So, hey, you want to see the costs go down? Vote for someone who's not going to expand wars, and your best bet is going to be Donald Trump. Not perfect, but your best bet. CNN reports former President Donald Trump has the upper hand over President Biden in 2 critical battleground states, Michigan and Georgia, with broad majorities in both states holding negative views of Joe Biden. And this is CNN's own poll. In Georgia, a state Biden carried by a very narrow margin in 2020, registered voters say they prefer Trump 49% over Biden 44% for the presidency in a 2-way hypothetical matchup. In Michigan, which Biden won by a wider margin, Trump has 50% to Biden's 40. with 10% saying they wouldn't support either. Jeez. Trump is up 10 in Michigan. The two most recent occupants of the White House appear to be the most likely nominees for their respective parties in next year's presidential election. Yo, I am not going to even try to predict what happens. Alex Jones is back, baby. He's on X. Everybody's talking. Elon Musk going crazy over here. We got no idea what's going to happen. Hey, look, for all we know, aliens show up. We've been waiting for the aliens. They keep reporting it in the news. Maybe aliens will land in March and then everything goes crazy and then we don't even have an election. Wouldn't that be the funniest thing ever? Like Roseanne and Michael Malice were on Timcast IRL and Roseanne's like, I don't think we're going to have an election. And Michael's like, you don't think there's going to be an election? We're going to do a bet. How funny would it be if the reason we don't have an election is that we get attacked by aliens? And like discernibly, like an alien ship comes down and little green men come out and start firing lasers at us. Okay, well, I really don't think that's likely, but there also is a strong possibility that should aliens reveal themselves, that could instantly create one world government. No question. So we can talk about aliens here, I guess. Well, I'll just say, I mean, think about it. If an alien threat emerged challenging Earth, I'm sorry, like you're in war mode. Instantly, every government of the planet unifies all weapons and scientific capabilities to target the external threat. That's just it. So, I really don't think that's going to happen, but wouldn't that be fun? They want to say Trump's margin over Biden in a hypothetical matchup is significantly boosted by support from voters who say they did not cast a ballot in 2020, with these voters breaking in Trump's favor by 26 points in Georgia and 40 points in Michigan. Those who report having voted in 2020 say they broke for Biden over Trump in the election, but as of now, they tilt in Trump's favor for 2024 in both states, with Biden holding on to fewer of his 2020 backers than does Trump. Those numbers hint at possible challenges for both candidates in the long campaign ahead. Trump's advantage rests on the assumption that he can both maintain support among a fickle, politically disengaged group and convince them to actually vote, while Biden will need to win back support. No, are you kidding? Challenges for both? Trump has got people who didn't vote wanting to vote for him. He ain't got to do anything. This Chipotle lady, I'm telling you, right here, look at that face. That is the face of somebody who's mad her burrito cost $20. Okay, I mean, that's literally that's literally what she said. You think she's going to vote for Joe Biden? I mean, she might. I just love this.
My burrito bowl from Chipotle just cost me $19.82. Yes, I got guac, but that shouldn't make it $19.82. That is so much money for one bowl. What is happening?
What is happening? Look, man, they want to act like social issues are the most important thing, but it's the economy, stupid. And when you got young people, you're wondering why these young people are supporting Trump. It could be that their burrito bowls cost $20. Man. So this is it. You got Joe Biden trying to do all this student loan forgiveness, offering up billions in student loan debt to be forgiven. And they're saying, I think they passed a bill, someone mentioned this, that it's not going to count towards their taxes. Evil people, man. Evil. Democrats are evil. Look, I'm not saying neocons are any better. The Democrats and Republicans, for the most part, are just garbage, evil people. There's a handful. There's a couple good Democrats. It's true. I know. There's a couple, maybe one. But Republicans have a decent amount, maybe like 7 to 12 or whatever. But the system is broken. And people are starting to experience it. And you've got people posting these videos saying, like, hold on there a minute. I'm making $15 an hour working part-time. I don't make that much money. I can't afford a burrito bowl at Chipotle. Well, I got to tell you, my friends. It is the dead of winter, and you want avocados. That's going to cost you a lot of money. But you know what it is? I'm going to say it. It's your climate change agenda. Yo, they don't want to drive avocados from Mexico up to Maine, okay? So if you live in New York and you want to get a burrito bowl, guess what? It's going to cost you $50. And they're going to say, why? Well, the avocados came from Mexico, and we got to offset your carbon footprint. We don't want trucks. You guys got to understand about these avocados. They don't last that long. So when they harvest them, they got to get them up there ASAP. A lot of these fruits, they got to put in refrigeration trucks. I'm assuming avocados are in refrigeration trucks too. I don't know for sure. But now, not only is your truck burning fuel, carbon, it's also running air conditioning, giant refrigerators, carbon. You want to play that climate change agenda, man? By all means, go ahead and do it. But don't be surprised when your burrito bowl costs you $20. And then Democrats, don't be surprised when these young people all of a sudden go, I think I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because I would like to have a $10 burrito bowl. if you know what I mean. When we look at China and we look at India and we look at the amount of carbon they produce, it doesn't quite make sense now, does it? The American people want to have prosperity too, and we ain't going to give it away. And that means Joe Biden's losing. But we'll see, man. We got a whole year, and it's going to get wild. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.